What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're hopping into another event guide. We're going to take a look at Commander Luke Skywalker himself, doing this at probably close to bare minimum gear needed to unlock this event. So I think it will be really helpful for a lot of you guys who are trying to minimize the amount of gear that you're putting into these characters to get this character unlocked. So we will hop over and get that started. But first, if this is your first time to the channel or have been watching for a while and have not hit that sub button, please consider doing that for some more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes videos in the future. All right, let's hop over. First thing I want to look at is the gear levels and mods and that sort of thing to kind of give you an idea of what you need for this event. So all of my characters except for Old Ben are at gear level 8. The mod sets are what's recommended on SWGOH.gg for recommended mods. None of them are really all that great, to be honest with you. Not a lot of speed or anything like that. Just kind of bare minimum mods for these characters. Now for moves, I've got most of them all have at least level 7 on all of their main abilities. Mind Tricks is maxed on Old Ben here, but I don't think that it's needed for this event. Now for Stormtrooper Han, I did max out his leadership ability. I found that to be helpful to get through the last tier here, so I do recommend that. Level 7 on the rest of his stuff. Got a health set on here to try to make him more survivable. For Luke Skywalker, level 7 across the board on all of his moves. Like I said, okay mods. Now, R2-D2 is, I think, the most important character in this event, especially when it comes to the last tier, and I recommend at least putting Omegas on Improvise and the Shock Prod. I think will be really, really important for you to get through that last tier, especially the burning is very, very needed. That damage is huge in the last tier for sure. So make sure you do that. Okay mods, I do have potency mods on him as well because I want those burnings and those stuns to land as much as possible. All right, for Leia, level 7 here, didn't do anything with her leadership ability. I didn't use her as lead for any of this. Got speed and crit chance mods on her. Very, kind of as low as you can go with her. All right, let's hop in and we will start looking at the event itself. All right, for tier 1, I found this to be kind of a give me one. I went after the Raiders first, Shaman second, and then you just took out the weakest after that, the Brutes. The last tier, you have a kind of a boss kind of guy. Take out all the people around him first. Like I said, do Raiders, Shamans, then Brutes, and this one will be an easy one for you. We'll just fast forward through this one. All right, phase 2, you're wanting to focus on the Sand Trooper Captain here. As long as he's alive, all of the extra Stormtroopers will continue to revive, so just put everything into him and then clean up the Stormtroopers once he is defeated. Pretty easy tier to make it through. All right, tier 3. So this is the first one where it starts getting slightly more difficult. On this one, I use Han lead. I make sure to get his taunt up to push some more turn meter around, so you're getting as many hits as you can with Luke. But this one, just kind of work your way around the taunts, and then I go after the Scout Troopers and Snow Troopers and prioritize them, and then take out the officer last just because he has the most health to make it through. All right, phase 2, much of the same. Leave the commander for last because he has the most health, but focus down the Scout Troopers and Snow Troopers, and you will be pretty good from here. Alright, for this phase, it's just a grind through a 2v2 section here. I usually go after Imperial officers first. Pretty much anybody but Stormtroopers, prioritize those as long as they don't have large health pools. So 2v2 all the way to the last phase, and then phase 3 is a 3v2. This one's not particularly difficult at gear level 8. Just kind of make your way through each round and should be fine. I think this is a pretty easy give me at gear 8. Alright, so this tier is actually one of the more fun ones in any event in the game, and it is just simply surviving until you can use that level or that ability that's got this 6 cooldown on there. So it's the duel between Old Ben and Vader from the movies. You do have an extra ability here to kind of heal yourself and get your defense up. So with it, I try to use it when I think he's going to be using a culling blade, but this one at a gear level 9 Old Ben is very easy to get through, and it's just kind of more of a nostalgia type event leading into what happened in the movie. Alright, so you do the sacrifice here, does a little cool cutscene. Just pretty nice for a mobile game. And I think this is kind of considered one of the better events in the game for sure. Alright, so this is where it all gets difficult. So, a little preface, this took me about 40 attempts to be able to get this for you guys. And a lot of it just comes down to RNG, if you're getting crit, if your burning is landing. So phase 1 here, if burning didn't land on most of the team, I would restart it because it's going to be what gives you out a ton of damage onto the team. But a lot of phase 1 and 2 is hopefully surviving and having your Han have enough health to be able to push some turn meter around into phase 3. And here I use burning again. It's okay to use it quite a bit in this first one as far as cooldowns is concerned, but when you hit into phase 2, you want to save all of your cooldowns or have them ready to go into phase 3. So this one's kind of a little bit of just getting your cooldowns back and hopefully mitigating as much damage as you can to go into phase 3. Hopefully stuns land for you. Stuns are really huge here, just to let you have as much health going into the last phase. Alright, and this last phase has tons of RNG involved on getting a win or not. The big thing is if your burnings land, and then a lot of it comes down to how the stormtroopers taunt, because if they taunt and make you or get forced off of the stormtrooper that you've been working on, that you may almost have dead, it really can cause a problem if you're forced to attack the other characters. So I usually just go after this first stormtrooper that you're automatically locked onto here, and then if burning's on him, and then try to hit him as much as possible. It's really big if you can get him down before the commander does the heal. And then as soon as you're out from this next taunt here, I force over and go after Scout Trooper. And then make sure you're using this to kind of force them over to the character who has the most health. It's really important to survive and continue to get hits here. So we get Scout Trooper down. I go back, or try to get a stun there on the commander because I didn't want him to do the heal. And then we go after the Stormtrooper because he's going to end up taunting more than likely anyway. He had burning on him too, so trying to get him down. And as you can see, burning is really important. They get a lot of damage when burning goes out. And here I went all out on the commander because he can do that heal, and that heal will ruin your day. So we got real lucky with burnings landing. Like I said, a lot of it comes down to RNG. If those don't land, if you don't get stuns, it's really hard to get through. So thankfully, luckily, all that stuff landed for me on this attempt. This one can take you quite a bit of time to get through. So you know, just do your best working through that and you will get it knocked out. So that is it for the guide, though. I hope this was helpful for you. If you've got questions, leave those down below, comments, all that kind of stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video.